Good morning. Before we start, who will lead the prayer? Okay, Ray Francis. Let's bow our head. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your prayer, Ray Francis. Good morning. Before we start our discussion, let's come first with our attendance. Once I call your name, please say present, okay? Then for our attendance, let's have Aguilar Francis, Abahinsa Julieta, Arianda Alex, Baldonado Ken, Bautista Anthony, Briones Jilin, Buban Hiner, Casiano Clarence, Kasundad Jimbel. Oh, that's good that you are all present today. But before we move to our first lesson, let's have our recap for the last discussion. Who will remember for the last topic? Okay, Hiner, can you elaborate your answer? Anyone? Jilin? Okay, very good, Jeline. Thank you very much. Now, our lesson for today is about social literacy. For our objectives at the end of the lesson, the students should be able to, number one, demonstrate social and people skills, and number two, create a brochure about social literacy. Okay, when you hear the word literacy, what comes in your mind? Anthony. Okay, the word literacy used in the traditional sense implies being able to read and write at a certain level of proficiency. It includes being recognized, interpret, and create letters, words, and sentences. How about social? What is the word social to you? Clarence? Okay, very good. Therefore, social means the presence of social skill, knowledge, and positive human values that support the ability in human being to act positively and responsibly in range of complex social settings, and their ability to successful and deliberately mediate world as a family member, worker, citizen, and lifelong learner. Okay, social literacy is crucial in a person's success. Why? Because the ability to communicate and voice opinion and thoughts as well as the listening to opinion of thoughts of others is essential in learning. In literally every single setting in our lives, school, homework, clubs, and activity, interacting with the people, whether face to face or behind technology, we use our social literacy. We play so many roles every day and socially need to understand how to play those roles appropriately. Like, for example, I would speak differently with my friends than I would my mother, or I would chat on Facebook differently than I would while emailing my professor. Without an understanding of this communication, one cannot function with success in society. I have here emotional literacy, but what emotional literacy means to you, Ken? Okay, thank you. Emotional literacy implies a certain level of skill in reading emotions, recognizing, interpreting our own feeling and those of others at the level appropriate for age. It implies learning about rhythm of emotion. In other words, learning some skills for navigating the ups and downs of emotions at play within oneself. It is about learning to manage the powerful pull of what we want and don't want, and negotiating with others as bump against their needs. Okay, and we have also here social cognition. Means different things to different people. Most generally, social cognition is defined as any cognitive process that involves other people. This process can be involved in social interaction and group level or on a one-to-one basis. When we use the term cognition, we refer to unconscious mechanism in the mind that bring about representation. However, we can consciously aware of this representation, but mostly we are unaware of them. We know, for instance, that our own perspective. The next one is social skills. Social skills refer to a wide group of abilities that allow us to interact with, communicate with others. Children learn how to solve social situations by predicting and understanding others' behavior. Moving on to emotional intelligence, we all have different personalities, different wants, needs, and different ways of showing our emotions. Emotion intelligence is the ability to recognize your emotion, understand what they're telling you, and realize how your emotion affect people around you. I have here the elements of emotional intelligence. Okay, as you can see in the board, I divide it into personal and social competences. The following are the range of skills that are, I have here 5 emotional. Okay, I have here the first one, self-awareness. People with high emotional intelligence are usually very self-aware. They understand their emotion, and because of this, they don't let their feelings rule them. They're confident because they trust their intuition. The second one is self-regulation. This ability to control emotion and impulsive people who self-regulate typically don't allow themselves to become too angry or jealous, and they don't make impulsive. Next is motivation. People with a high degree of emotional intelligence are usually motivated. They're willing to defer immediate result for long-term success. They are highly. The fourth one is empathy. This is perhaps the second most important element of emotional intelligence. Empathy is the ability to identify with and understand the wants, needs, and viewpoints of those around you. The next one, last one is social skills. It's usually easy to talk to like people with good social skills. Another sign of high emotional intelligence, those with strong people skills. Okay, I want you to group yourself in 5. What you're going to do is to apply your knowledge and understanding through role playing. I will be giving each group the elements of emotional intelligence. For group 1, you will perform the self-awareness, self moderation for group 3, motivation, group 4 for the empathy, and social skills for group 5. The said elements will perform according to the rubrics, okay, that I said to you. Okay, 10 minutes preparation and 5 minutes presentation. Time's up now. Okay, congratulations. All of you are doing great job. It's time to end up our discussion for today. What have you learned about the lesson? Um, Clarence? Oh, very good. Thank you very much. How about you, Alex? Among the elements of emotional intelligence, which one describe you, how, and why? May I call Anthony? Exactly. Thank you very much. Very good. How about Jimwell? Okay, very good. And that would be the end of our discussion for today. Is there any question or violent reaction about our lesson for today? Okay, if none, I hope you learn about social literacy. I hope it would be helpful the way we communicate with our daily lives, personally and interpersonally. And then, since we are running out of time, and for your assignment, you have to create a brochure about social literacy. The output will be output according to our rubrics, and that's all for today. Thank you.